Tonight's Cushing Gavin Management Awardee is Tom Ryan, Director of Employee Labor Relations for National Grid. Tom directs the negotiation and administration of 17 collective bargaining agreements for National Grid. He works closely with 4 major unions that collectively represent 18 locals: Steelworkers, Utility Workers, IBEW, Teamsters. And their collective business is pretty high stakes, delivering our region's power, lights, heat in winter, coolness in summer. Named Director of Employee Relations in 2000, Tom explains, "My job is to be fair and solve problems that matter." Tom's program bio didn't really touch on the decade-long evolution from Boston Gas in the late 90s to today's National Grid. At each and every stage of multiple corporate acquisitions, complex mergers, and ultimately the 2007 purchase of Keyspan by National Grid, Tom and his team worked diligently and creatively with their unions and management to address, absorb, and mitigate the complex organizational and human impact on their operations, their customers, and their employees. It was no easy thing. Tom is a fair and honorable guy to deal with, says Steve Finnigan, United Steelworkers International Rep. He always tries to do the right thing by employees. The Labor Guild is proud to honor Thomas Ryan III with the 2014 Cushing Gavin Management Award for excellence in labor management relations, for exemplifying integrity and competence as a gifted negotiator and labor relations professional, for serving his company, their employees, and their customers with tremendous skill and devotion. Tom Ryan.
Good evening. First, I would like to congratulate the other recipients. It's an honor to be up here with Paul, Bill, and Shelley receiving the Cushing Gavin Award. Congratulations to all of you. I would like to thank the Labor Guild, the nominating committee, past awardees, and especially Allyson, Mary, and Daniela. They have been truly amazing bringing me through this in the last few weeks. I am very honored to receive this prestigious award. The Labor Guild has a special place for me in my labor relations journey. I have a very fond memory of my discussions with the late Father Ed Boyle regarding his labor management philosophy. Father Ed was not one to run on with words, but when we spoke, his words of wisdom have stayed with me to this day. I do miss those conversations. Although these awards are individual awards, they are far from being an individual accomplishment. Being recognized for this award is the work of many people. To get the Management Award, it is all about the people you surround yourself with. I have been lucky over the years to work for companies that promote good labor relations. I was hired into industrial relations at Boston Gas by Tom Dargan and the late Jack Cohane, a Cushing Gavin Award winner in 1990. My first 4 years working for Tom Dargan and with Mark Smith really framed my approach to labor relations. Both are true labor professionals. I could never ask too many questions, and they were always there to provide advice and assistance. The passion I have to be the best I can be in labor relations field was born from working with and both Tom and Mark. I can't thank them enough, and I really appreciate them making the trip into Boston tonight. Since becoming the director in New England, I've been very lucky to continue to report to people who have been very supportive, including Bill Ballbeck, Bill Dowd, a Cushing Gavin Award winner in 2009, Mark Smith, and Cass Garrity. I learned a lot from all of them. As we know in this field, you can never be content, and you always have room to learn, grow, and improve. Over the years, I've been able to work with numerous union leaders. The IBEW, Steelworkers, and UWUA Brotherhood are all here tonight. I can't possibly recognize all of them, as I know Allyson would be giving me the hook pretty soon. But please recognize, I appreciate your efforts as union leaders and the difficulty that comes with those positions. There are 2 union leaders that have had a big influence on my approach to labor relations. First, as Paul Shabbat noted, George Bing Fogarty from the Brotherhood. From my perspective, Bing is a legend in the world of labor relations. When I was new and Bing had all the history and knowledge and was in place to possibly pull one over on me, he never would. He would explain both the union and management perspective and make sure I had the whole picture and history. I would always thank him for being forthright. And he said, listen, I could fool you once, but then I would lose your trust forever. I gained a lot from my conversations with Bing, and I am very happy he made the trip up from Rhode Island tonight. I really appreciate that. I still miss his standard greeting for me. Whenever I met Bing, he would say, Ryan, the fox that bit you died a long time ago. Maybe I'll get one of those tonight. The next union leader that I need to single out is Steve Finnigan. Not only was Steve doing business with me, when I first broke into labor relations, he still is to this day. There is one characteristic that Steve brings to the table that should be in every labor relations professional's work habits. He works relentlessly to find middle ground and resolve issues. He has told me numerous times he views going to arbitration as a failure on both the company and union's part. Going to arbitration is easy, he says. It makes you not have to find compromise and make decisions. Steve never stops trying to find that middle ground. He is a true labor professional, and I look forward to the day that I am down there looking up at Steve giving his presentation. He is very deserving. The people who should receive much of the credit for this recognition are the people I have worked with over the years that have somehow found a way to make me look good. We operate as a team, and that is evident by all their attendance tonight, sitting right down here in front of me. I relied heavily on each and every one of them in the many years in all my lines of business. They have always delivered great results. If I sat here to recognize all of them, again, Allyson would give me the hook. But truly, no, I appreciate everything you've ever done for me, each and every one of you. I continue to love to come to work every day, and much of that is attributable to all these people that I get to work with sitting right in front of me. Friends and family are very important to me. My sister Lisa and Fred Todd Johnson, who has been like a brother to me since we first laced up the skates together when we were 8, are always there for me. My sister lives on the West Coast and was able to make the trip. I thank Todd and his wife Kelly for coming into Boston tonight. You need a good foundation, and I have a great one at home. I have 2 great children. Taryn, who is at Penn State studying her finals. At least I hope she is. I know it's Friday night, but I've convinced myself she's at school studying for her finals. And Trevor, who is here. Both keep me energized every day. Even though I get on them about this and that, they are both incredible young adults and make me very proud of everything they do. There are many professions in this world: plumber, electrician, carpenter, painter, stay-at-home parent, emergency room doctor, president of a corporation. All those people, 7 of them, have great livelihoods. But it is not 7 people for me. It is the one I married. My wife Bonnie, who grew up working in a hardware store and is very handy, went to medical school, put herself through medical school, carries the bulk of the work around the house, mends people's broken bones, and saves lives and runs her emergency medicine group. She puts more into a 24-hour day than anyone I know. Not that you would need to know any more information to assess her character. She is always there for me, as tonight. But there is more. In May 2012, we got that news that no one wants to hear. During a checkup, Bonnie was diagnosed with breast cancer. Within days, Bonnie made a plan to address the issue in the most determined manner I could ever imagine. She never wavered. 2 months later, she was cancer-free, and has been cancer-free for roughly 2.5 years. For all you ladies out there and people who have important women in your lives, make sure they keep up on their checkups. It is a lifesaver. I am so incredibly lucky to be married to her, going on 25 years. The two people who have known me the longest, at least I assume so, my parents, have made me what I am today. My dad worked his way through school and spent 42 years in the same organization, from Lynn Gas and Electric to Mass Electric. My mom worked for the same oral surgeon in Lynn for over 41 years, while also taking time off to raise me and my sister, and worked a few years at the General Electric. To this day, I never remember my parents missing a day of work. Incredible work ethic. I hate to tell them this, but I have missed 4 days in 28 years. I guess they just don't make them like they used to. My parents taught me to be fair but not be a pushover. It worked very well in Lynn, and it works very well in the labor relations field. I know many feel this way about their parents, but I know I have the two best parents in the world. My sister and I are very fortunate. For those that know them and me, you will be quick to point out that I am definitely my parents' son, and I am very proud to be able to say that. Thank you both for all you have done for me personally and for my family. You are incredible. Again, I want to congratulate my fellow awardees. I want to thank the Labor Guild, everyone in attendance tonight, and especially thank all the people from National Grid management team and all the unions for all your support and attendance. I especially want to thank Jackie Rapp for her efforts coordinating with the Labor Guild. Way outside of her job description, and she did an amazing job. Be safe tonight, and again, thank you very much.